What I usually do first of all is carve out the shape of my brow using concealer, and I like to use this MAC Studio Finish. It's almost done actually, and this is in the colour NC15, and I just use this little sort of flat brush. So I just take some of that on my brush and start to carve out the shape underneath. I like to do this first because once you put the eyebrow on, you can always go back and fix this part. And you can also alter the kind of shape that you want your brow to be. So I'm kind of missing a few hairs around here, so I'll just draw where I want the shape to be, and then it makes it much easier when I actually go to draw the brow. And what I actually do is cover my entire lid with this concealer, just to act as a bit of a base for my eyeshadow, depending on if I'm wearing eyeshadow. Otherwise you can just fade it down like that. But I am actually going to just cover the rest of my lid with this as well. Just make sure it's all packed on and into all the little creases. So next up I'm taking my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in the colour Ebony. Just show you. It's really dark, but it's the right sort of colour for me. And I'm just taking that on an angled brush. Only need a little bit of this dip brow to get the right effect. So I'm just going to start on the inside and just work along that line that I've drawn on with the concealer, filling in all those spaces that I said that I've not got hairs. It depends really what kind of brow look you're going for, but I don't like to make mine too sort of heavy and drawn on. So I'm just going to fill in all those spaces, still working on the bottom line at the moment. Okay, so now that I've got that initial line drawn on, I'm just going to take one of these disposable mascara ones. You can get them in salon services, and I'm sure you can get them in a few other places, or you could just use one of the sort of like this kind of one. And what I'm going to do is, the product that I've put on that bottom line, I'm just going to drag upwards slightly. Just like that. And that kind of shows me where there's spaces that need to be filled in. So I'm going to go back in with the dip brow, and I'm just going to take my brush and hold it on the angle that it would be to draw that line that I've drawn, but I'm going to push the product up through the direction of the hairs this time. Keeping it quite light on the inner corner because we want that kind of faded effect. Now I'm going to give it another brush through, and this time I'm going to sort of neaten it up a bit at the top to get the shape. And I'm going back into the dip brow yet again, and I'm going to define the top of it this time, but only from about just before the arch onwards. Now the last step that I'm going to do here is go back into my concealer, and I'm just going to neaten it up at the top edge this time. Just the same way as before. I like to go a bit further out and then work my way towards the brow. And then I will just sort of brush the product up to my head, and then when I go to put my foundation on, it should just blend in nicely, and I'll do the same here. Just buff away all the edges. And that's the finished look, guys. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!